righty. Top of the morning, folks. Hope you're doing great. This is going to be Garden Pails number 104, if you can believe it or not, for Thursday, January 13th, the year 2022. Hope your new year is off to a great start, a hot start. Maybe you've got some new New Year's resolutions. Why do people do New Year's resolutions? Why don't, if you want to do something, why don't you just do it? Why do you have to wait for the new year or have that to incentivize you to do it? I don't fucking know. I picked up selling fentanyl for New Year. It's a very lucrative business to feed my wife and kids, married with children. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and stick to for the remainder of the year. Hopefully I can, just stick to what I said I'm gonna do. But yeah, like I said, Garden Pails number 104. Yeah, January 13th. Not quite Friday the 13th, but a Thursday the 13th, which phonetically sounds better than Friday the 13th, doesn't it? But yeah, local news for today. Not really too much on the feed that I could find that's really of interest here in the lovely city of Niagara Falls, New York. There was a 17-year-old that got hit. Another person got hit by a vehicle, like I was talking about with Mike. Somebody got hit on Niagara Avenue. So I think there's just a string of people getting ran over by Toyota Corollas here in the city. I don't know what's in the water or what's going on, but yeah, there was. I think downtown there was a younger person. I think that might have been 17 or something years old that got ran over by a car. So that's pretty much what's been going on. There was that, and then I think there was somebody that got busted with a bunch of coke, but I think that might have been in Buffalo, so we're not really too concerned about that. But speaking about Buffalo, we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Atlanta Hawks. Why does that not sound right? Is it not the is it the am I thinking of it's the Falcons. I knew it was the Falcons. Oh, no. Yes. Why? Okay, I was thinking basketball here. Atlanta Falcons. Wow, that just shows how much I'm still learning here with the NFL here, folks. Give me a break. I'm still working here. Atlanta Falcons, and they are playing the Buffalo Bills today. So this is obviously, I'm recording this a couple days before. Yeah, so today at 1 p.m., Falcons, who are 7-8, they suck cock, versus the Pride of Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills. So obviously the Bills are, heavy favorites in this game. And the Falcons, I think they have, what do they have? Fucking 13. They have 13 people out on their COVID list. So they're looking down bad, but of course I'm not going to say anything too soon, because if I jinx it, that would be horrible. That would be just very horrible. But yeah, I'm going to be watching that with my stupid fucking Bills hat. And I do have a Bills long sleeve shirt on. And it's one of the old ones where the NFL was sponsored by Reebok. Whatever happened to Reeboks anyways? I feel like those were the shoe of choice for porn in the early 2000s. Going from LaCroix seltzer water to regular water, flip-flopping. But the only reason I would want, or the only reason, because I definitely don't want Atlanta to win, But when we were in Pittsburgh, I may or may not have been drinking in the back seat of one of the Atlanta Falcons vehicles. So that's the only reason that they're on my good graces, because they condone such activities. So that is what I commend them for, but I still do not wish them good luck for this game, because I would just like the Buffalo Bills to win this here football game. And I almost forgot, local news-wise. Well, I guess that was local news, right? Football game coming up. The Bitcoin factory or farm or whatever the fuck it is on Buffalo Avenue. I actually drove past it a couple days ago when we were dropping off my mom's, or going to pick up my mom's crackhead friend down Buffalo Avenue. We took a journey down and drove past the Bitcoin mining facility or whatever the fuck it is with like the super powerful computers. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But, yeah, they said that the locals on like 24th Street or in that neighborhood, they were complaining about the noise of the fans from the fucking supercomputers or whatever the fuck they are for the Bitcoin mining. And I drove by their farm, and lo and behold, there was very loud noises of fans on Buffalo Avenue. It was quite loud. You could hear it inside your vehicle with the windows rolled up. And yeah, so now I kind of get what the fuck they're talking about. And I don't get what Bitcoin's all about. It's fucking stupid, but a lot of fucking stupid people are making a lot of money off it. So maybe I myself am the stupid one. And all right, let me just take a sip of water. So excuse me here, folks. I'm drying up early. Dry snatch. But yeah, like I said, today is Thursday, January 13th. And today's holidays are Make Your Dreams Come True Day, which is very, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Very wishful, very hopeful. Love that. And then Healthy Weight, Healthy Look Day. So those are the holidays for January 13th. Today is Make Your Dreams Come True Day and Healthy Weight, Healthy Look Day. So I guess if you're a pessimist and you're a fat fuck, then today is really not your day. So maybe you'll get them tomorrow. And tomorrow is Friday, so there you go. You got a lot to look forward to. Maybe you get a little drunk on Buffalo Avenue and maybe go drive around the city in your Chevy in the middle of the night and maybe fucking slide into a snowbank that some little kids are playing in or something like that. I don't know, whatever you do for fun. But yeah, so Bills versus the Atlanta, and the Bitcoin factory is actually, in fact, very loud. I saw some of the Atlanta players tweeting in general or tweeting at the Bills and saying that they're like, yeah, what did they say? They says like, yeah, Buffalo wings are different or whatever the fuck. In Atlanta, they're like famous for what? Their lemon pepper or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. I don't think that would really be that good of a combination. I realize that it's quite popular, so I'm probably just sheltered. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about lemon pepper wings. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, Bills versus Atlanta. Fuck Atlanta. Migos are cool. Like 2013, like Chinatown Migos. That was probably my favorite era of music in general. I think 2013, 2014 era Migos, first learning how to binge drink with my friends. It's really just such a fond memory in my life of just that. Yeah, 2013, 2014, 2015, and then finally climaxing with a big old bust all over everyone's face in 2016, the year of our Lord. We got to get another 2016 cast in here. Some kind of podcast that is completely, or just an episode rather, that's based around just things that happened in 2016. That would be a lot of fun. I definitely need Bob beside me on that there podcast. Podcast. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good week. Yeah, it's Thursday, so it's almost Friday. Friday beers. Getting ready to, like I said, getting ready to binge drink. Maybe drive into the side of a fucking snowbank. Me and Christian definitely did that a couple times. Not while he was drunk, but we were at the church that is on Niagara Falls Boulevard across the street from the Salvation Army. It's got a very large slanted roof with a fucking steeple on top. It's like right before the Niagara Falls airport, and we were just like, it was probably, I don't know when this was, maybe like 2017, probably middle of the day. We were just, he was driving his mom's car, and he was, driving quite aggressively in this side of this snowy parking lot, and just like drifting around, but it's like front wheel drive the vehicle, so it's kind of hard to drift it. But I think he was using like the e-brake, and then we ended up losing control, and then we fucking landed right in the side of a snowbank, and we were literally stuck there for probably fucking 2 hours. We were stuck in this snowbank, me and Christian. Then I ended up fucking calling my mom and fucking and then, like, right when she pulled up, there was this random, like, fucking redneck hick fucking inbred motherfucker, and he pulled up and he had like a come along or some kind of straps that he hooked up Christian's mom's vehicle to, and then he just pulled us right out, and it was quite easy. So that's what happened. Other than that, haven't had any other real scary fucking accidents in the snow. Just mostly just drifting around parking lots like fucking idiots. When I had a Jeep, that was definitely a good vehicle for drifting around parking lots. Because I think, yeah, that one's back wheel drive. Not so much the Volkswagen Jetta that was standard transmission. But yeah, had my week so far at work. It was quite eventful. Mostly just Friday at work. There was a lot of bullshit going on. Lots of fucking malarkey. All these fucking people. I think, like I discussed on the last podcast, the guy who does the fucking controls the rates and shit can just drop them at any point that he wants. And so when you drop the rates of the property, it fucking creates an influx of customers because it's fucking dirt cheap for a hotel room. So you get fucking scumbags, fucking magicians, fucking midgets. Everybody's getting a fucking room to do whatever they want to do inside the rooms, which God bless them. That's what they're supposed to do. Get a room and you do whatever the fuck you want in it. But yeah, we didn't really have the staff, so then I get fucked having to stay after and just getting fucked in the ass by these customers. Just your usual. Just a couple. We had this guy who was, I came in, and then person I was relieving was like, yeah, there was this fucking guy lighting off fireworks in the parking lot, and then we just slid a note underneath his door and shit. I guess we didn't kick him out, which is cool, I guess. I don't fucking know. But then this southern guy comes up to me. He's like, yeah, sorry for lighting off those fireworks in the parking lot. I didn't really know. And I don't know where the fuck his southern dumbass is coming from, but usually you just don't light off fireworks inside in just parking lots of hotels or any kind of just parking lot in general with vehicles. At least I wouldn't. I would probably at least, maybe try and find a more desolate kind of some solitude to do fireworks. Personally. Gotta love fireworks though. I know it's kind of been a while since anybody probably thought about fireworks, since those are probably more, since they're illegal here, probably more around the 4th of July that everybody thinks of fireworks. Um, yeah, fireworks are fucking sweet. I remember my family, we would go to this place in Canada called Long Beach, where just all of us fucking white trash motherfuckers would go and spend a week. And my family would often, well, not often, like their only purpose there is just to get fucking blackout drunk and then just eventually fucking scream at each other. That's how it usually ended by the end of the week. But yeah, it's kind of like a little beach town, Long Beach, Ontario. And yeah, just sand everywhere, sandy. And there was this fucking little convenience store there called, I think it's called Concessies or some shit like that. And then there was this nice Arab feller who ran it. And they sold fireworks, like fucking throwing stars, fucking swords, the whole fucking nine. And I remember many a time buying, or at least loading up on the fireworks. I don't think they had the major, like, explosive ones, like fucking M80s and what were the lower ones? Or is it M80? And then when you go higher, does it get more explosive, or lower it gets like more explosive and more dangerous? I don't fucking know. Because I remember there was like M80s, which are like the long ones, but then there were ones that were like almost chodes. They're like fucking probably an inch tall and kind of like a chode, kind of tuna can, Dan kind of shape. Were those like M60s, or would they go in the, like M90? I don't fucking know. If you know, let me know, or if not, just gatekeep that information so that I just wonder forever. But yeah, many a times, or like I was saying, they didn't have the major like explosive ones like M80s and all that shit. But they did have like the little fucking ones that would just spin in a circle and like make just colors and just like shit like that. And maybe they had bottle rockets. I don't fucking know. I don't think they had bottle rackets. They definitely had Roman candles, but many a time I remember just loading up on fireworks and then stuffing them in with like my bathing suit and sunscreen and all that shit in my mom's ragtop gold Cadillac and fucking sneaking it over the border at customs and bringing them back home, just a shit ton of fireworks. Cause it's fucking, they do have like those bullshit fucking what's the company fucking what is it, Phantom Fireworks. They always have those setups at fucking in a couple of the plazas that are on Niagara Falls Boulevard, but I would assume that they only sell the ones that are more visual, not the ones that are more on the violent, explosive side, which are the really fun ones. I just kind of put that together in my head. Yeah, they usually do not. They just sell more visual fireworks when they come to town here in New York. And I think that's legal, right? What they do, it's just some kind of stipulation where they only sell like the pussy fireworks, and all the explosive fucking shitty ones stay in Pennsylvania. I remember over the summer, me, Justin, and Matt went to Pittsburgh. I've talked about it on this podcast a million times. Pittsburgh is just Buffalo. Pittsburgh is just Buffalo with shittier sandwiches, but we had a good time there. And when we were driving back, we stopped. Matt and Justin and I, we were driving back, and well, while we were driving back, I had a fucking. It was obviously a bender with me and Matt and Justin. Justin doesn't drink, but yeah, me and Matt were having a little Pittsburgh bender, and we got breakfast at some nice. It was kind of like a hip little neighborhood in Pittsburgh. It was nice. It was called like Everybody Loves Raymond or some fucking stupid shit like that. And Matt's dad, he wanted Matt to get him like a local 6-pack, and we stopped at some little bar that sold 6-packs. And I think it's called like Iron City Brewery or Steel City Brewery or some bullshit like that. But he picked up a 6-pack, and I was already I was hungover that morning, so I think I had 2 beers with breakfast. I think I had a Stella or 2 with breakfast, and trying to hide myself being an alcoholic from the cute waitress that was there. And yeah, that was a cool place for breakfast. It was like an outdoor second floor patio situation. And yeah, it was beautiful outside. It was summer. And yeah, so we got a 6-pack, and then we're driving home. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I would have bought the 6-pack. It's not like I was gonna save it. I knew exactly what I was gonna do, or exactly what was gonna happen. I knew exactly what was gonna happen if I bought that 6-pack. And then what happened? Exactly what I thought was gonna fucking happen. I was fucking drink, drinking pretty much the whole 6-pack of bottles in the back of Justin's whip. And then by the time we got home at fucking home from Pittsburgh, it's not that far of a drive. I think it's only a couple hours. But by the time we got home, I was fucking in the bag. It's like literally 3:30, and I'm just fucking shit faced. And I think I'd work in the morning, so it's like, well, I gotta go to sleep now. It's like 4:30 p.m. and I'm fucking lights out with my fucking thumb in my ass and the binky in my mouth. But yeah, that pretty much had nothing to do with the story that I was just talking about. But yeah, we stopped on while we were on the way home from Pittsburgh, we stopped at some fucking, it looked like GTA or something, just like this desolate fucking dirt road fucking community. And there was this one, it looked like a fucking, looked like a Jack Shack, kind of just a place where people go and pay money to spray all over the walls. But they go into this place, and it's kind of like one of those firework knife fucking sword joints. And they always sell those big fucking metal balls that people used to like twirl in their hands all the time. It was like a big fad in the early 2000s. Everybody wanted to be Chinese for some reason. They had those twirling balls. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They came in like a velvet case, and you would just hold these fucking balls in your hand. My cousin, who's a fucking cop now, had them. They're so fucking. I remember he would like let me hold his balls, his twirlers, and my hands were too deadgum fucking small for his balls, his twirling metal balls. So that was a real blow to my 7-year-old ego at the time. But yeah, so this is what that place looked like. Looked like it sold a bunch of like knickknacks, paddywhacks, fucking knives, and shit that'll hurt you. Looked like you could buy some love in there. And they came out with some cool like fucking butterfly knives. Yeah, baby. With like the fucking oil stain on the blade and shit like that. Cause it's like, what else is there to do in Pennsylvania, really? That place fucking sucks. Cock. All they do is just probably, what do they do? Just sit on their porch, drink Iron City or Steel City, whatever the fuck it is, and then twirl those Chinese twirling balls in their hand. Or fucking, I don't even know, because it's like it's boring here, but it has to be amplified in like Pennsylvania or like the Midwest. It's like those guys are really, you got to be really fucking creative to live there, I bet. I don't fucking know. But either way, I don't even know how I got there. Oh yeah, there was a southern fucking retard at work who was blowing off fireworks in the parking lot. And then, so he wasn't aware that he wasn't allowed to do such a thing. And then he was the same guy who came up to me about not 6 minutes later and didn't know how to navigate the coffee machine, which is, it's pretty tricky. There's a button on the machine that says coffee, and you just hold it. It's pretty tough, but yeah, I had to graciously explain to him that, yeah, you just press the button that says coffee, you fucking dumbass. Oh, boy. Southern man. What's that? That's a Neil Young song, right? Southern man better. Burr, burr, burr. All right, one moment, folks. Just drying up here. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good day. Hopefully you didn't have to shovel that much. I was shoveling a little bit, nothing too crazy. I bought a new shovel like fucking 2 months ago, and today's the first day I've been able to use it. And it has one of those, like the metal blade on the front of it, which is great because then the plastic won't get cold and chip on you. But the metal fucking little blade or edge at the tip of the shovel, it literally catches everything. So if you're not paying attention, you'll be pushing the shovel forward and then the fucking handle of the shovel will just jam right into your fucking ribs. So that's my only complaint about the shovel, but it's very nice. It's got a nice wooden handle on it, and it's kind of heavy duty, which is nice. You love a good shovel, but I haven't really been able to use it since the polar bears have been dying. But yeah, we were talking about the fucking coffee machine at work, how that dumbass couldn't figure out how to fucking use it. I was being a good employee, good coworker, and just checking the status, because the coffee machine is just like a little, it's not like a coffee pot situation. It's just you put in this cardboard box that has like a bladder on it that has this coffee like sauce inside of the bladder. So you just hook up the bladder to a tube, and then you close the fucking front of the machine, and then you just fucking you just put your cup down, and then you just press coffee, and then it just pisses out shitty brown water into your cup. So I was checking the status of the coffee bladder, as I should, as nobody else does. And what do I see when I open up the fucking coffee machine? Fucking cockroach inside of the fucking coffee machine, folks. Oh my god. And then I tried to kill the cockroach with a coffee cup, or try to trap it with a coffee cup, and oh, it was so fucking gross. Oh my god, I could feel the hairs on my neck just standing up, and I'm just getting goosebumps. Just, oh, it's so fucking gross. Oh my god. But yeah, so that was in there, and that fucking, just like when we were in Christian's old apartment, moving him out of there. When was that? Was that July of 2020? Question mark. I think it was July of 2020. And we were back, and then he had fucking cockroaches all over the fucking place, all over the fucking walls. God, it was great. Because that was the beginning of this whole bullshit. So he hadn't been there for a couple months, and his old roommate left out some dishes or something. So then the fucking cockroaches started coming out of the walls and coming out of the fucking woodwork, coming out of the sink and the fucking shower drain. Oh my god, they were fucking everywhere, and he had to use like these big fucking like diaper things that he would just lay on the ground, these like sticky pads, and they would just catch them. And then so we basically just battled with cockroaches for like a night or a day and a half, and then they kind of subsided, and we fucking, yeah, pretty much just with the spray, with the fucking pads. And I don't know if we used any other kind of, or maybe we used some kind of spray as well, but god, it just fucking puts goosebumps on my fucking arms just thinking about it. And then now we have them at my fucking job. Oh my god, imagine that, you're in a fucking hotel, you paid fucking at least $150 plus whatever the security hold is, and then you got fucking cockroaches in your room. That's fucking ridiculous. God, I don't know. Are you a person that can just kill a bug and not fucking think twice about it? Or I guess I can kill him, but I still, when I see him, like if I saw a fucking bug in the corner of this fucking room anywhere, a spider, anything, just, you could fucking have the room. Who gives a fuck? I don't want it anymore. I'll burn this fucking house down if I see a cockroach. I guess that's a good thing about living fucking, not very common to have cockroaches, at least in this neighborhood, but Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I had something else I was gonna say too, but yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like spiders, obviously, are quite, they're common everywhere, but something about cockroaches. I don't know why they're not in this area, but I'm very fucking glad. Had a problem with bees over the summer, but there was literally a fucking hive of them in my fucking basement, but that's a whole different fucking bag of hammers. But yeah, fucking yeah, so it was just it was a really fucking entertaining day on Friday, or just a lot of shit going on at work on Friday. There's this bitch who fucking came in, and it says online that we don't have fucking, we can't fucking have, or we don't allow animals. Like, don't fucking bring your stupid fucking animals here. Unless it's like, what is it, like a service, like a legit service animal with like papers and everything, where they don't leave the person's side. Like, people claim to have emotional support animals in fucking quotations, but that's all bullshit. All you do is just go on fucking Amazon and you buy fucking Sparky a vest, and boom, now he's a fucking government employee. It's so fucking stupid. But yeah, this lady came in. It was a couple hours before check-in, and she comes in with her stupid fucking dog. I fucking hate dogs too, by the way. So let's just get that out of the way. Cat guy, here's the pro cat podcast. She comes in with her dog, decent looking dog. I don't mind a mid-sized dog. I guess the big dogs are annoying because they just fucking lick you and fucking hump you. It's probably just because of my stature. I'm prone to being taken advantage of by larger dogs. But this lady comes in with her dog, and she's obviously fucking emotionally unstable. And she's like looking to check in, and then my manager is just grilling her dog, and like, we don't take dogs here. Like, is that a fucking service animal? And then she's just like, no. And then this lady starts fucking bawling her eyes out in front of me and my fucking manager, and that's just so fucking awkward. And I thought my manager was gonna fucking bust and be like, okay, well, but then she's just like, nope, get you and your stupid fucking dog out of here, lady. Hit the fucking bricks. And she was like, yeah, I was like waiting in the parking lot for 4 hours, and now you guys tell me this. People always have the fucking stupidest excuses. And I guess I do too, and you do too. Like, when something doesn't go your way at like a fucking restaurant, or like you purchase something and you want to return it, and you know that there's not like a return policy, like no refunds and shit like that, you still fucking try. So I can't fucking blame people, but it's still fucking annoying to go through. Maybe just because it's the repetition. But I would literally do the same thing. Like, why not try and see if you could fucking get in? Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's stupid. And then fucking, there was literally so much that fucking happened this day. Let me just take a swig of my trusty water here. I think my Brita needs a new filter. That's good shit. Tastes a little, yeah, there we go. And then so that happened, and then fucking, the one housekeeping manager, like, she's the boss of the whole department, and it was fucking New Year's Eve, and of course she gave herself the fucking day off, which is a fucking joke. Pretty sure when you're, getting paid at least decently, handsomely a little bit, you should at least fucking be here to fucking help out all your goddamn coworkers and not give yourself the easy fucking day off. Hate that. And so then the head manager fucking called her fucking whore ass in to fucking work, and she was not happy about that. But yeah, I mean, if you're making the schedule, it's kind of assume that you're not going to give yourself all of the good days off, I guess, right? It only makes sense. And yeah, it's just kind of fucked up. But I was in the little back office room, and I just stumbled upon the fucking housekeeping manager who got called in because she fucking gave herself the day off. She was screaming at my other manager. They're not the higher manager, but they're both at the same level. And I caught her fucking screaming at my one friend who's my manager. And it was just so nasty. It was like it's Friday, fucking New Year's Eve, have good spirits, and she's back there fucking Don't tell me to fucking, you want me to calm down, or what'd she say? You want me to fucking take it easy? I'm fucking 60 years old, fucking making these beds, and I got fucking black and blue spots on my leg. I'm not gonna fucking take it easy. And she's literally screaming at the top of her lungs. It was so fucking, it was just a salty moment of the week, I guess. It was horrible. And, yeah, you just hated to see that. And I'm a man whose, vibes, I feel like they can be altered, relatively quickly if something, sour happens. But, yeah, I was trying to keep the vibes up. Me and my other coworker at the front desk, we were trying to keep it going, and I think we did, but yeah, that was still just fucking screaming. It's like, come on, how fucking, she'll probably quit though, who knows. And then, I don't know, there's just all these, and then these other customers, and just like, it's all fucking bullshit. People saying like they're gonna give you a bad review. It's like, I'll have you know, I'm gonna go on the internet and give a bad review. It's like, go ahead, I literally don't give a fuck. I'm just waiting to fucking, for my time to leave, so go fuck yourself. Shove your bad review up your fucking ass. And, yeah, shove your bad review up your fucking ass. I'm kind of cruising on this one here, folks. Should we just keep it going? Because I got a shit ton of, not a shit ton, but a couple more little stories here and there to tell. As we know, my favorite co-worker on the whole premise, Bob the janitor, a lovely man. He kind of looks like a turkey vulture manifested into human form, with midget proportions, but at average height, probably like 5, a little bit taller than me, probably 5'6", probably like 5'6". But yeah, Bob the janitor, we were talking, I was having my lunch, and I was in a little bit of a pickle. The only fresh fucking bread that I had on site at my damn house was a blueberry bagel, and I like to have a nice, just a simple ham and bread sandwich during lunch. Don't know why, but it's tried and true. You can't really argue with it. It's never going to be great, but it's never going to be horrible. It's always just going to ride the middle, just a regular ham and bread sandwich. So that's what my lunch of choice is. And I tried the blueberry bagel with fucking ham on it, and it was literally fucking horrible. The bagel was way too sweet, blueberry-ish, blueberry-y flavored. But either way, I was eating that, and then I was just talking to Bob, and my favorite goddamn janitor, my favorite guy who shits in all the urinals. And I don't know how we got on this topic. I'm really not sure. But we were just talking, and then somehow the topic of jerking off came up. And he was like, what did he say? He said, yeah, I know fucking girls who are fucking jacking more than guys, I know girls who jack more than guys, like on a daily basis and shit like that. So then it's just me and him, and we're like in the wide open here. We're eating lunch in like the laundry room, and we're just talking about fucking jerking off and spraying everywhere. Me and this fucking 60-year-old man, 60-year-old midget, and we're just having a good time. And then he says that he fucking kind of like offhandedly says that he's got a fucking he's got a little jerk off dojo in his fucking garage, I guess. Which I thought, because that's one thing just to jerk off, I don't know, wherever you like to do it. Fucking in the toilet, on your mom's bed, on your dad's head. But when you have a whole separate room in your house, or God forbid, off premise, like a fucking jerk off dojo in your garage, Jack Shack in the garage, that's just really taking it to a whole different level when you have to travel outside of your house to fucking jerk off. That's just really, it's incredible. It's It's fucking amazing. So that's what Bob the Janitor said he has. He has a little jerk-off layer in his fucking garage. And I would imagine he's got one of those loud garage doors that you have to turn the handle at the bottom, and then you and the garage door, it kind of like goes into the ceiling rafters. So that's what I imagine him doing, getting into his garage. It's like just your own jerk off area. That's fucking amazing. Only could a 60-year-old bachelor muster up that kind of plan, that kind of jerk off fucking plan, that little dojo area. It's beautiful, but you learn something new every day. And when talking with Bob the Janitor, a good friend of mine, he's kind of just like one of the pals. Love shooting the shit with him. He's an old fucking Navy sea dog. He's got a bunch of shitty tattoos, a bunch of swastikas all over his face. But yeah, he cleans a mean fucking toilet. And boy, oh boy, this podcast has kind of been just flying by. I don't know how I did it. Past 40 minutes here. And I have, just like a bunch of other notes, goats, tropes. But yeah, literally all this happened in a day. I'm talking about Bob's got his own fucking jerk-off room in his garage. I got ladies screaming at me. I got people lighting off fireworks in the parking lot. There's cockroaches everywhere. And this was all on fucking New Year's Eve. It was literally a fucking hellscape, my job. It was fucking incredible. There was so much going on every which way. People, customers, nobody was fucking happy. No customers fucking wished me a happy new year. They all fucking spitting on me and fucking screaming at me. Spit on my dick. Spit on the dick. Some people like it sloppy like that, I suppose. But yeah, so that was over. And then I had the day off the next day. So then, yeah, didn't do shit on New Year's. I was kind of chill with that. Wake up not hungover. Loved not being hungover. You love going out and being rowdy, but then you hate the next day when you're hungover. But then you hate being bored. So it's like, yeah, there's a catch-22 or just a situation where you can't win. You don't like being hungover, but then you don't like being bored. So it's like, well, you got to pick one, I guess. But either way, I had the day off, after New Year's Eve. So then I was on fucking YouTube, and they got there's this biography channel, and it says fucking never before seen Nazi Germany fucking home movies. And apparently all these fucking damn Nazis had home video equipment whenever the fuck they were rooting and tooting. I'm not much of a history man, so I'm not going to throw out numbers here, years, because I'm not, I don't know the specifics, but whenever the fuck it was, these motherfuckers had some pretty decent video cameras. They didn't have sound, but they were probably recolorized, but the footage wasn't really too grainy or anything. Like, there's literally, they had footage of Hitler fucking, the main man fucking Dolphy fucking just playing with his dogs. Just Hitler playing with some fucking, just some regular old dogs, not even German Shepherds. He had America's dog, the fucking golden retriever. Just Hitler playing with a fucking dog, or there was another one of Hitler just hanging out with like his niece. It's like, what the fuck is this? How have I never seen this? How has no one told me about this? How has this not been posted on Twitter? It's literally Hitler playing with a fucking dog. It's the most surreal thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Just the footage of Hitler just hanging out, just duding around with his fucking bros. Just Hitler fucking playing beer pong and just fucking petting his dog's head. It's like, this is the fucking craziest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. It is so crazy, folks. And you should definitely look it up. Yeah, it's like, just look up fucking Nazi Germany fucking home movies on YouTube. It's fucking insane. It is so fucking crazy. There's the footage of Hitler within the first like 5 minutes of it, and then they don't show much else, but, or, well, they do show home movies, but it's mostly just like fucking Hitler Youth and shit like that, and they're talking about it. And it's like, yeah, these people would send their kids away, and then they would fucking come back, and they'd never be the same. It was really weird. They would like dress up the Hitler Youth kids like it looked very similar to Boy Scouts, the way that they were dressed, kind of with a little bib and the fucking handkerchief and the like the khaki like short shorts and the button up fucking shirt. Literally looked like Boy Scouts, but it's fucking Hitler Youth. It was fucking crazy. That's the last I'll say about old fucking Dolphy playing with his dogs. But yeah, cruising on YouTube further, I saw there was this little, probably 10-minute video about Country Roads, Take Me Home to Country Roads by fucking Johnny D, John Denver, John Dick. And they released some very shocking information about Take Me Home Country Roads. I guess it was not actually written by John Denver, and that just really, knocked my wig back a little bit, kind of blew my mind. And I don't give a fuck who it was actually written by. That's not important. I think it was also somebody named John. Just everybody born in like the 1940s and 50s was named like John and shit like that. But yeah, John Denver. And I was like, well, okay, so maybe he didn't write it. That's fine. But he's at least born in West Virginia, right? John Denver was surely born in West Virginia. That's why this would be his song. Nope. He was born in Roswell, New Mexico, the place where I think a lot of alien sightings were, which is shocking. It's like, come on, at least he's born in West Virginia. At least, come on, at least give me that. Nope. Born in Roswell, New Mexico, and they said in the documentary they were fucking shitting on him. They're like, yeah, John Denver never even probably drove down a country road in fucking West Virginia. He's fucking gay. And then but yeah, fucking yeah, Country Roads, love that. And then we're gonna pick up on Country Roads in the second part of this podcast, folks. All right, welcome back, folks. Well, I guess you guys didn't go anywhere, but I guess I went somewhere for a couple days. But we're back. Country Roads. The only thing, this just dawned upon me, the only downside about being left-handed, because obviously you're super smart and sexy and handsome, but you always get fucking bullshit all over the left side of your fucking mitt, all over your hand. Always got shit on my hands. Not only after I take shits, but when I'm just trying to write myself a little note, something to think about. And then I always got shit on my hands. It looks like I've been dragging my knuckles in the dirt. Or not really my knuckles, I guess, the side of my hands. But either way, if you're left-handed out there, shout out to you. I don't even know what a percentage is it, fucking 10%. But either way, so we were on the topic of Country Roads, Take Me Home Country Roads, the great John Denver tune. But we all know now that it's not actually written by Johnny D himself. John D did not write the fucking song, so yeah, I guess he deserved it in that plane crash there, that fateful day. I think John Denver did a bunch of shit on like Sesame Street too. What's up with that? Did any Sesame Street watchers out there? Currently, I haven't tuned in a couple days. What's going on with the Sesame? What's going on in the streets of Sesame? Open Sesame. But yeah, country roads. That's just a hell of an anthem, hell of a ballad to the roads of a country, longing to be somewhere, driving down a road, shit like that. Yeah, John Denver, he didn't write it, but boy, could he sing it. Boy, could he ever. I don't know if he probably didn't even play guitar on either. Must be just a fraud. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't actually him singing now at this, with all this new information. I'm just really taken aback, shocked, if you will. But I think I will, we can let it slide. Can we let it slide, folks? For John Denver, for a good tune. He must have been the mind behind it, or at least the recording. And as always, we're sipping on some LaCroix today. This one's got a bunch of, this one's got some Spanish on it. It's kind of in a taller, slim can, almost like a Michelob Ultra Light, making me reminisce, making me want to go fucking drive drunk somewhere. And at least have it be like 75 degrees outside. Joyriding the Chevy. Fucking 10 Mickeys deep. Going to buy mulch. I don't know. Gotta love that when you re-up your mulch supply in the front yard. That's always been a long-standing tradition in my household. Whenever it gets a little bit nice outside, you head right to the HD, Home fucking Depot, and you get yourself fucking 6 bags of mulch, either red or goddamn black, and then you fucking give the old front yard a facelift. I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's the simple things. It's the simple things in life, folks. It's not having, the best looking girlfriend on the market. It's not about having the longest leg in the race. Sometimes you can be just as happy with a fucking piece of shit, ugly girlfriend, than someone with fucking whoever is the hottest woman we've deemed today, whoever the hottest woman in your life is. So just think about that. Maybe maybe just shoot way below your watermark for what you deem to be attractive and see what happens. I bet I don't know, you might just surprise yourself. She might surprise you. My father gave me some very wise advice over the summer. He's hadn't seen him in a while. Obviously, I talked to him on the phone, but it's just not the same. But when I was in his presence, garbage truck in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but when I was in his presence at his Trump crazed pal's house, my father looked at me, and the summer sun was beating off his head. We just had some steaks off the grill and potatoes, and he said, what did he say exactly? He said a fat girl will suck the skin off of your dick. That's what my father said. That's what my father said to me, and I thought that was just the most elegantly stated thing he ever probably said to me in my life. I don't think I have any other quotes from my father, but when he dies, I guess I'll be the sole proprietor? What the fuck? What does that mean, sole proprietor? Why'd that come to my mind? Is that what it means when somebody dies and you take all their shit and you gotta pay all their fucking bills? I gotta pay my dead dad's fucking Pornhub premium account along with my own, mind you. But yeah, maybe I'll put that on his headstone, or maybe just put a sign in his yard or some kind of, maybe like a bumper sticker. Because I guess those are the words that Pops lives by. And, it's kind of interesting. You your parents, or in my case pops, when you're younger, and then that relationship sort of shifts a little bit as you get more hair on your peaches as the years go on, and now all of a sudden your dad's telling you to go get your dick sucked by a heifer. And I think that that's just beautiful, the way that these relationships anamorph. Um, and yeah, that's just how mine just kind of unwound. And it's still a very fruitful tree. So maybe he'll hit me with some more sayings or monikers. Um, but yeah, so that's what I got so far. I'll probably be visiting him sometime over, probably in the spring. Maybe he'll hit me with some more factoids, or some word bombs. But either way, I have no idea how I got off on this here tangent. I said my LaCroix can because a skinny can looks like a Michelob, and then that somehow convoluted me down to telling you folks that my father told me to go get my dick sucked by a woman of a larger stature. But either way, that was just a beautiful little couple minutes there, so I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Sometimes you surprise yourself, folks. But yeah, Country Roads, Take Me Home, that's a fucking great song. But if you're a real one, and this is a secret of the trade, or this is how you know that you're a real one. Only real MFs know about there being two separate versions of Take Me Home, Country Roads, both by John Denver, on streaming services. And there's one that is the right one, obviously. And then the second one, you guessed it, that is the incorrect version. And the intros are just a little bit different. But, so if you ask somebody, maybe try this on your friend that you're, hopefully you have... Hopefully you have some friends that you hang out with on occasion and talk about the state of affairs, state of the union, and try this out on them. Say, hey, why don't you turn on "Take Me Home, Country Roads"? That's a good song. I'd like to hear that right now. And if they play the right version, keep them. If they don't, I don't know. You can deem their punishment, or maybe just vote them off the island. But yeah, there's two versions out there, Take Me Home, so if they play the right one or the wrong one, take them out, I guess. Take them out, Country Road. And yeah, so that always reminds me, I think it was me, Bob, Tanner, and Christian. We went on a New York trip, or I guess me, Tanner, and Bob went to go visit. Or no, I don't think we were visiting. We were bringing Christian, yeah, because it was with all of us. So yeah, it was me, Christian, Tanner, and Bob. And we went on a New York trip in 2018, and for some reason, I think we drove, so we were bumping tunes, and oh yeah, and I brought my little shitty camera too, and I made a little music video to me and Christian's song called "Can't Have." I filmed all of us just doing dumb shit on just on the drive there, and then when we were in New York. And that's on YouTube still. I think it's on the FS Chud. Yeah, it would be on the FS Chud YouTubes. And that is called "Can't Have." And yeah, that's just it's just a rootin' tootin' time. We're driving there, driving back, and then all of our just swashbuckling we did in the city at that time. Drinking a lot of soda pops and eating rock candy and fucking saying hi to the kids. But yeah, so that's what that video pretty much is. Can't Have a closing state. Me and Christian's little gay little music thing. And yeah, FS Chud YouTube channel. I think I had the camera that I even used for that. And then I still have the banana that is featured, that is basically the main character of that music video. I still have it. I have that banana in my room. And I was thinking of bringing it into the podcast set, onto the table, rather. But I don't know. It's kind of a big old honker banana, so I don't know if it would take up. I don't know if it might steal the show from the very in-depth conversations that I have with my group of intellectuals. It might really take away some of the nuance of the beautiful conversations that are had, you know. But yeah, I did have that camera. I think I might have thrown it out. It was a piece of shit, but that's why I liked it. It kind of had that shitty, grainy quality to it. Yeah, it was just a little point and shoot fucking. I don't even know what brand it was. It was probably some shitty fucking shitty little brand. You know, these shitty little camera brands, probably like $150 at Target so long ago. But yeah, it's crazy. You just put shit in your drawer and then it just stays there for like fucking years. Electronics, and then you pick it up and it still fucking works. It's crazy the lifespan of, or just, I guess the quality. I don't know if the build quality is like superb or anything, but it's like things still work that you bought like fucking 15 years ago. And people say they don't make them like they used to, I guess, but I don't know how they used to make them, so who gives a fuck? But either way, I keep going off on tangents that end up nowhere. But yeah, I don't know if this is how you feel. It probably is, or maybe it's not. But this is something to shove up your ass. This is something to think about here, folks. Really important. Not really, but like every one of any like vacation trip, you go with your friends, your pals, does it seem to have like a soundtrack? Is that how you feel? Because I kind of feel, is it because the song is just played over and over again so much during the trip that I might be guilty of doing? Or is it because you just hear the song once and then during the trip, obviously, and then it kind of sticks? Because I feel like I fall into the category of just repeating a song. I'm a fucking, not an album slut. I'm more of just a single song skank. Say that 7 times quick. Single song skank. Single song skank. I'm just taking a sip of my water, so just hold on, folks. Just keep those ears at bay for a second. But yeah, I feel like the one trip we took in 2018 to New York, that one is definitely a country roads song trip. And yeah, and then the most recent one we took, it was May of 2021. That was our most recent one. We took, pretty much did it the same way that we did most of them. And if you ever take a trip to New York yourself, I don't know if you know about this little hack, this life hack. You just get on the Greyhound bus and you blow the driver, and then he'll drive you to New York for free. No. What you do is you drive to Poughkeepsie, New York, and then you just hop on the train there, because Poughkeepsie's a little shitty town, so they have a train station, and they have a large parking garage that is, part covered, and then the top obviously isn't covered. But yeah, you can park there for like 3-4 days, and I'm pretty sure it's relatively cheap. $20-$30, if I'm not mistaken, if they charged any, which I'm sure they did charge something, but it would be relatively easy on your pockets. So like, yeah, $20-$30 for parking for like 3 days, like I'm talking 3-4 days, as opposed to parking in Manhattan or wherever the fuck you're parking. Yeah, I'm not sure how much Christian paid when we drove there. July 2020, me, Bob, and Christian drove to New York, and Christian was packing up his apartment on 34th Street, so we had to drive. We had to, drive into the city, which is a daunting task sometimes. Sometimes it's not, or at least it's interesting. It's an experience for sure. You're not going to get it probably anywhere else. But yeah, we had to drive, and just like parking on the side of his street that he lived on, 34th Street, super busy, and just packing up all this bullshit that Christian, the man, the myth, that had all in his apartment and shit, fucking model train sets and fucking Cabbage Patch Kids. He had a whole Tupperware bin full of fucking Cabbage Patch. No, but yeah, parking on the street in New York, and then you got to like put on your flashers, and there's people everywhere, and there's construction workers trying to fucking slap your ass, and they're fucking catcalling you the whole time. Hey, just like shit like that. And yeah, when we were doing that specifically, because we were moving him out, we had to use his mom's whip, so we had to park it in Manhattan, obviously, because we drove into the city. We weren't gonna drive it back out of the city. We were staying overnight, so he had to park it in some. You'll see them if you're in New York. Those like parking structures where it's like kind of 2 or 3 stories, and it's like a car inside of like a metal lift, and then they drive the car there, and then they lift up the car, shit like that. And he did it there. I'm not sure. I'd like to know exactly what it was, but it was probably what, $150 a day, $100 a day, probably. God, it's so crazy. That's the move. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. It's like that one song, something paradise, put up a parking lot. I don't fucking know. Shitty early 2000s radio music. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, good for you. But what was I saying? Something about, 2018 when we were, going to Poughkeepsie. That is the power move, because then you still get the luxury of, having your own pace for the most part because driving to Poughkeepsie, what is that? Maybe 5 hours, if I'm not mistaken here. Let me see here. Niagara Falls, New York to Poughkeepsie. I would like to know. That is about 5 hours and 30 minutes. So you drive east, and then you go south at Albany, take 87 down to Poughkeepsie. Yeah, Poughkeepsie's a cool town. Lots of, right on is that the Hudson River? Swear to God, I'm autistic. I have some kind of weird, sick obsession with maps. Yeah, that's the Hudson River. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, so you drive to Poughkeepsie, 5.5 hours from here, and then you fucking just leave your car there. It's a safe little parking structure. And then you buy like a train ticket. It's usually going to be off peak, because peak is like Monday through Friday, super early in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. Probably got a lot of commuters taking the train into the city. And yeah, so off peak, and I'm pretty sure it's only fucking $20-ish for the train ticket one way. And then yeah, that brings you right into what? Penn State? No, is it Grand Central? I think it might be Grand Central Terminal. If I'm gonna go to Google again. Is that Amtrak? Poughkeepsie. Okay, I'm just gonna go on the Amtrak here and see where that actually is taking us. Okay, it's making me log on, and that's just silly. But yeah, it takes you to Grand Central, because it's very it's just really cool. You get to go in there. It's a very, it's Grand Central Station, Grand Central Terminal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And yeah, so you get a little bit of both. You get to drive, and then you go onto the train at Poughkeepsie, and then you get a nice view of the river, the foliage, and then you start, and then you get into fucking White Plains, New York, which yeah, White Plains, New York, very interesting, kind of weird place right on the, what is that, right on the border of Yonkers, New York, if I'm not mistaken. I don't fucking know. I don't know, but I'd like to know. Oh yeah, so it goes White Plains, Scarsdale, and then, yeah, Yonkers, yep. And then it takes you into the Bronx, and then Harlem, and yeah, so it's just a very nice train ride. But yeah, I knew a girl who, when I was in college, good old Buff State, shout out to Buff State, knew some gal who went to, not who went to, but who was from White Plains, New York. Interesting gal. Pretty cute gal. Her name was Anna. Shout out her. She was in the same major as me. And yeah, we would hang out sometimes. Nothing perverted. So all you fellas out there, cool your jets. But no, near Buff State, there's like a fucking Burger King, and I would often take the Burger King coupons that they give you in your mailbox every day at your house, and I would take this lovely Hispanic woman out to Burger King like a gentleman, and then we graduated, both of us, and then yeah, I think she lived, or not lived, but worked in the fucking Target that she worked in the Target that was on 34th Street, maybe. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, lovely Hispanic woman. She was always very, just gracious. I guess we were hanging out very short, way shorter than me, which is nice, Gives you that, makes you feel good, I guess, when you're taller than people. As a shorter young gent myself. All right, tangent over. Bullshit rambling over. Now we're going to get into some structure. Hope you enjoyed that episode number 103, goddammit, with Mookie Brenson. Always a good time with that lad. We're always yipping and yapping. I had some good laughs. We were laughing, spitting milk, sucking milk. And the title of that episode, the Sarah J variant, I think that is my favorite title of a podcast. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure I already talked about it, but the fucking might have been even in this episode. I don't fucking know. But either way, I hope you enjoyed number 103 with Mike. I enjoyed doing it. And after this episode, you got another one, number 100 and number 105. That's going to be me and Mike as well for Monday, January 17th. That one was a fun one as well. Went a little bit over the hour mark. Me and Mike on number 105. So I hope you enjoy that one too. And yeah, if you got any thoughts about Sarah J, I would encourage you to comment them below on number 103. But if you just can't help yourself, I guess you could comment them below on this here video. But either way, I'd like to hear your thoughts about Sarah J. Just your overall thoughts. Mike says that she looks like Vin Diesel. I would happen to agree to an extent. I guess she does. They both kind of have pointy, kind of like bird, like they could take flight kind of faces. I thought Vin Diesel was gay, but Mike says that he's not. Mike is an expert on Vin Diesel all of a sudden. But yeah, tell me what you think about Sarah J. Does she look like Vin Diesel? Vin Weasel? Rip Van Winkle? And yeah, just let a brother know. And I don't know what it is about this specific episode, but I got a couple more things to talk about, and I think we might we might go well over our mark that we already went. But hey, if you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. I got some blue light glasses on so I don't get eye cancer or testicular cancer, so I'm well protected. I watched or bootlegged rather, the Anthony Bourdain Roadrunner documentary on my shitty Fire Stick, and yeah, I dug into that Anthony Bourdain Roadrunner. I'm pretty sure it's about like 2 hours. Super interesting documentary. Little somber doc. I wouldn't recommend starting your day with it by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely don't do that. Especially on these here January days. I would say it's more of a nightcap kind of documentary, but definitely check it out. Anthony Bourdain Roadrunner. I'm not being paid millions of dollars to promote this here flick, as you would think that I am, but I'm actually not. This is pure intentions with this here recommendation. But yeah, just in short, interesting guy, Anthony Bourdain. Christian said that Anthony Bourdain is his favorite celebrity, which is troubling. Anthony Bourdain, crazy heroin addict guy kind of at first, and then he kind of figured out, the chef life, and was the head chef at some famous establishment. The name of it is escaping me, in New York. But yeah, he was like a chef, and then he wrote this book called Kitchen Confidential, which kind of spilled I'm not sure if it was a memoir or not, but I think it spilled the beans a little bit on the restaurant industry, or at least about his life. And he was pretty much instantly very famous, or that, got him a lot of attention. And when he first published Kitchen Confidential, he was 44 years of age. So before that, he was a fucking nobody, fucking loser, fucking retard, jack off. And then he wrote a book, and people started fucking loving the guy. So, who knows? Maybe you'll figure something out when you're fucking 37 years old, 44, and then you'll be you'll have your moment in the limelight. Maybe you'll, I don't know, start an OnlyFans where you sit on household appliances or something, or put a broom at the bottom of your staircase and you jump on it. I don't know. Anything, any kind of anything you could think of, you could probably become add some kind of sexual element to it, and some sexual deviance on the other end of the screen will check that out, I'm sure. All right, we're chugging along here. I'm making it down my list. Today's kind of been a little bit of a hodgepodge, kind of ranty and bullshit, tangenty, but if you're still with me, I appreciate it. This one's, that first half I went for fucking 40-something minutes, and I guess it's just something in the power of threes, I guess. Number 103, or no, fuck, I'm fucking retarded. Number 104, I apologize. Something about fours. How about that fucking Bills versus the fucking Atlanta game? That was fucking amazing. Watching that, I almost forgot that Atlanta is pretty much objectively a pretty shitty team. But yeah, it was, Bills obviously 29-15 Bills. We won it. Gotta love that with Josh Allen super early, had those 2 touchdowns. Beautiful. Just fucking walking them right into the fucking end zone, and then so then everything's looking great, hunky-dory. Smiling kids, everybody's happy, everybody's fucking content. And then we got fucking, what do we have, 3 interceptions? Then, yeah, three fucking interceptions. Yeah, the weather was pretty shitty, I guess, so I don't know if we're going to blame it on the weather or just Josh was a little bit off the cuff. At least one of those interceptions was tipped a little bit, so I guess that's not, fully. Well, I guess it's still fucking. He got it tipped. He threw it fucking low enough, I guess, to the point where it was tipped. But either way, he had, 3 interceptions. That's all that matters. I looked up the most interceptions in a game, and I'm pretty sure it's by a single. I'm pretty sure it's by a single quarterback in a game. It's 7, and I actually don't remember who it was. So I guess you can just, if you care that much, then you can go look it up yourself. But I can tell you it's definitely 7, and I think it might have been in the early 2000s, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, so he threw those fucking 3 interceptions, and it seemed like it was just really quick, just back to back, and then fucking just heartache, fucking sweating, fucking thumb in my ass, just fucking scared, just in my fucking, in my chair with my stupid fucking Bills head on, just about to, on the verge of tears after all those fucking interceptions, and then, as he should have, I guess, I don't know if you want him to keep, like, throwing, because, I don't know, because fucking Josh, obviously, he's fucking great, but it's like, do you want him to keep trying, keep throwing, or then on the flip side, if he doesn't throw anymore, is he a bitch for not, like, attempting to throw and try and get himself out of the slump? But I would imagine it was more of a, because I think the weather was a little bit shitty that day. We had some snow. So I think that was probably just the reason for the interceptions, I guess. I guess you can tell people that. But yeah. Let's see here. What else do we got? What else do we got here? I can hear I can hear people putting in their garbage cans. But yeah, and then we just started running the ball. Allen started running the ball again. And then yeah. And then how did it end here? Oh yeah, so it was really close, and then fucking the Falcons QB Matt Ryan, he got that unsportsman's call. That was crazy. And then we fucking won the game pretty much. So that's fucking what happened, folks. Yeah, I guess it was the weather. That's why I don't fucking know. I don't know what the wind was. But either way, because he was throwing really good at first in the beginning of the game, if you remember. And then just those 3 oh my God. That was fucking unreal. That feeling. I would never wish that feeling upon anybody. But either way, the only thing that matters is the Bills fucking won. 29-15. And yeah, I think we can cut it off here. I went, above and beyond. This was a little bit more of a lengthier sode. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed number 103 with me and Mike, the Sarah J variant. Check that out if you haven't. And if you have, check it out. Thank you very much. And, yeah, just thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This has been Garden Pails number 104 for Thursday, January 13th, 2022. Have a great day, folks.